In this episode of Marina Queen, my family heads south. Karen and the kids go to Disney, and I head to Frog's Leap to fix a diesel leak. My name is Rick, and I'm exploring Southern California on my sailboat Frog's Leap. Stick around. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen out there. Here I am, getting ready in a few days to spend the holidays on Frog's Leap. Now, my wife is downstairs right now. She just pulled out the suitcases, well, our big suitcase anyway, and she's already starting to pack because she's leaving on Thursday as well. I'll leave in the morning. She's going to leave in the evening. She's going to spend Christmas at Disney. I'm just not a big Disney guy, but the rest of the family, huge Disney people. I'm all about it. Magic, yeah. I believe in magic. The magic of crew. I believe in magic. The magic of crew. I believe in magic. The magic of crew. You know, I feel the jitters, but I'm excited about going. You get jittery. You're like, yeah, I'm going to do this, right? So it's exciting. I just was feeling it today, and I'm like, I got to sit in front of the camera. I got to talk about that. That's something I got to talk about, you know, right? I feel the jitters, right? I just was feeling it today, you know. I feel the jitters, right? I feel the jitters, you know. You know how it is. The big showstopper mechanically for the boat right now is a diesel leak that I'm getting around the number 1 injector. The diesel leak right now. The diesel leak right now. Big showstopper. Yeah, I didn't have this problem coming south from San Francisco, but on the way to Mission Bay, I noticed diesel fuel, and I also noticed it wasn't coming from anywhere on the low pressure side. It's clean diesel coming out of the high pressure lines at the point that it comes to the injectors. I'm going to replace the fuel pipes from the high pressure pump to each injector. And while I'm at it, I'm going to pull out the injectors. While I'm at it, clean those babies. Oh yeah, injectors. Inject. And while I'm at it, inject. Oh yeah. So when I order parts, I generally order online through Diesel Parts Direct, and I find their shipping to be high and their prices to be higher, but they very seldom don't have what I'm looking for. I'm gonna open this up here to show you his new fuel rails. They're still Myanmar packaging here. This is a female fitting that screws down on a male fitting at the high pressure pump, and this is at the injector. So you've got this nut with these threads, and these threads are male going into a female ported injector. All right, well, it's the day before Christmas, and my flight leaves in a couple hours. It's time to go. Gotta find a place to put each bag, you know? Well, I made it on base, and I got all my bags on me. You can see the rain clouds in the sky. It's about noon, and about 3 o'clock, the rain's supposed to come down, and I'm told it's supposed to come down pretty hard, so we'll just have to see about that. Wow. Well, I just got to the boat, and I am thrilled. The 100-watt panel kept the batteries charged. And what's interesting, it's been overcast here in San Diego for the last several days. It's going to rain today. It's gonna rain today. I mean, I left the boat for over a month and a half. When I came to look at the batteries, they were 99.3. That 100-watt panel can sustain things in sort of a lowest possible mode, right? Which is wonderful. It means I don't have to plug into a shore tie when I leave. Oh, and I turned the thermostat all the way down. The fridge is cold. The fridge is cold. So I'm thrilled. The fridge is cold. I left the boat for over a month and a half. And the fridge is cold. I still want to put a 200-watt solar panel, but I'm very happy. Also, I ran the engine, and now I think I know exactly where that leak is coming from. I think it's coming from the #1 injector where it meets the fuel rail. This is very common, actually. What'll happen is those things will stop making a seal, and a lot of times it's because they've been over-tightened. In fact, from my studying this, that's the most common reason that these fuel rails will leak at the injectors, because people just tighten them down too much. So that's fantastic. I've run the engine. I love where the batteries are at. I think it's about noon now. Maybe it's 12:30, and it's supposed to start raining hard at 3, and it's dry right now. So I'm going to see how much I can get done. If I can get the injectors out before it starts raining, hey, that gives me as long as I need, right, to work on those injectors, right? And I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some time, right? So I got to get started on that. Ooh, that was pretty loose, and that was pretty tight. Okay. Okay. That's in there pretty good. Okay, got it. No problem. Okay, let's loosen these up. It's about the same. Okay. Oh, that was kind of loose. All right. Okay, there's 1, 2. 3. Pull this one off. Okay. Well, I was able to get the #1 injector out, no problem. It was loose, actually. But look at it. Here it is. It doesn't look bad. Even the bottom down here doesn't look so bad. But I'm going to clean it out anyway. The top looks kind of nasty. The fuel's coming out of it. But the #2 injector, which is the forward injector, that one's not as easy to come out because the fuel rail has to be loosened at the high pressure fuel pump, and then it'll have enough play for me to get it out. So that's what I got to do next. Then we'll get the #2 injector out, the forward injector. That's the aft injector I showed you, #1 injector. And then I'll be able to take them inside and at my leisure, i.e. tonight, clean them up. There's an O-ring that rides up on the collar. It's not on there right now because I was trying to get it off. Here's the thing, they become really brittle. Here it is. And when I was trying to get it to come down, oh, it came down eventually, but you can see how brittle it is. I mean, it just snapped like that. Luckily, I brought 2 new O-rings. I figured they would be brittle like this. Yeah, if you're gonna take your injectors out, don't do it unless you get some extra O-rings, because your O-rings are not gonna come out in one piece. They're gonna be too brittle. The heat will just have cooked them. So yeah. Wow. Another action-packed episode of Marina Queen. Next week, I'm gonna get the other injector out. We're gonna clean those babies up. Yeah. I'll see you next week on the boat.